Hello, it's cookie excavation time. Now, this would be something that we would do in class, and I was going to bring y'all cookies, and now I can't do that. So, I'm just going to try it out. I have never done this. I would love it if you tried it at home and sent me your pictures. I don't, obviously, I'm not going to require it, but I will post the excavation grid so you can do it as well. So, what I have right here is this is my dig site, and this is going to be where I do my analysis. I have my tools. I have a spoon, some paintbrushes, and some toothpicks. Now, would archaeologists in the field use any of these things? Yeah, they totally would. Maybe not like my kitchen spoon, but they definitely would use these types, definitely brushes and toothpicks. For scraping, they might actually use dental tools, the one that they scrape and make your gums all bleed on. Stuff like that works really, really well. A trowel would work really well. You can see what that is. They usually use that to like making brick, putting mortar between bricks. That's what a trowel is. So I can't touch this cookie anymore. This one over here I brought down for me to eat because this is going to not be edible. But the first thing that I am going to need to do is draw. So you know how we talked about, or we will talk about, that for every hour in the field, there's 3 hours in the lab. This is going to take me a lot longer. Now I'm going to, on this part over here, my tools, I'm going to sketch the outline of the site. And then as I excavate it, I am going to try to get all the artifacts out and without breaking them. I'm a little nervous that they're going to get melty, so I'm going to try really hard not to touch them with my hands. The one thing that's going to be particularly difficult in the School of Modern Technology is that as I dig into the cookie, into the site, how am I going to show depth? So I might think about using different colors, but I'm very afraid that I'm going to mess this up. So I'm definitely going to be working in pencil. All right, so I am going to stop it because I'm going to take another one and do like a time lapse on it so that you don't have to sit here all day. But we're doing an excavation of a cookie. All right, here's my drawing. I slide it a little bit so that I can get my arm on the right spot. So I won't move it. I'm gonna move this guy, and I'll move this guy. I'm not gonna move the. Should tape it down. Prevent me from wanting to move it. Okay, so it's not straight. I gotta make it straight. As my drawing, did I turn that off? Will it make it better or worse? Oh, the shadowing is terrible. I know you can't see it. I didn't make it very dark. I was absolutely petrified of screwing it up. And even at that, I had to erase it a bunch of times. I have this one really big chunk of chocolate. I also particularly love the grid. The grid, I mean, times you've done this in art class, I'm sure. Having the grid there helps you know like where to put things. So that helped me quite a bit. In fact, I had this big chunk too low, then I had to move it as I looked at what was near it. So there you go. That is my drawing. Not very good, but it's a drawing. You guys, it took me 7 minutes to get this one artifact out of my cookie. 7 minutes. I know you watched it for 55 seconds. I fast forwarded through it. Holy cats. I am not a good archaeologist. I'm bored. I just want to take a bite. It smells so good. I'm definitely not going to do this whole cookie. It probably it cracks me up because I'm thinking if we were doing this in class, I can imagine like, oh no, I think Brady would take a bite of it in about 5 seconds. I'm not being mean. I'm just being real. I'm about ready to take a bite myself. I do like the I didn't use the spoon at all. I like the toothpick a lot. I'm trying to get the cookie away from the artifacts, if you will. So I'm gonna try to get a couple more out and then I'm gonna quit because I don't want you to spend all day watching this video. I hope somebody actually does watch it because hey, here's the thing, I'm making all these videos and nobody's freaking watching them. Pretty soon I'm just going to take a bite out of the cookie. Now I have to clean. I just cleaned my room. All right, I will. I'm making a little pile of artifacts here. All these little bitty ones, I'm thinking like, oh, we should use a sifter and then we can make sure like little pottery shards, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to try to get these out. So that was another 7 minutes of excavation. I was able to get this one out. It came in multiple pieces. One shot out of my dig site. I hit it with I was scraping underneath and it went boing all over the place. So I did find it off the floor. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want chocolate on my floor. I did also find here. You can start to see it coming in. There is a I can't zoom. Okay. There's a new artifact coming up. So I have been gnawing at this cookie for over 14 minutes. Like I said before, look at, I moved it. I didn't mean to, but I've been holding it so tightly. I'm trying to, I'll fix that. Do such a good job. I'm holding it with my left hand so tightly, my arm's starting to shake. I was also initially trying to get the cookie level because that's what you see in the dig sites is that they do like one level at a time. And ideally what I would do is like draw the picture for the first, I don't know, on a real dig site, perhaps like 10 centimeters, and then get another one and draw it for the next 10 centimeters. So then we'd have like the depth of it as well. Yeah, I suck at it. I tried. I think you should try it. If I do this in class in the future, I totally plan to use chocolate chip cookie. I'm sorry, M&M cookies because I think an M&M, well, I'm not sure, might be easier to get out. And this is like a box of generic Chips Ahoy. And the chocolate is not uniform in shape. So I ended up with like a lot of random little bitty tiny pieces. Now, granted, some of them are from the big ones and I just devoured them, but I did get this one all out intact. I don't also know like how deep it goes. And that's how I ended up shooting that other one across the room. It's very tempting to just like pry it up, but you really want to excavate levelly all around it to make sure there's no other kind of coordinating artifacts or a piece that shoots out the side. So I have some, oh, there's another thing. There's another one. See it? it looks like a sizable piece, not actually a smidge piece. But when I drew my initial one, this chocolate chip, all you could see was this top part. Now you can see that it kind of goes like this. And there's another piece coming up right there underneath my pointer finger over here. So there you go. That is how you excavate a cookie. Oh, it's not very focused. Well, I'm so sorry. Why are you not working? There we go. I'm sorry I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry we can't do it together. I'm going to reward myself by eating this cookie. I am not going to eat this one. I'm going to try and clean this up. I'd love it if you tried to excavate a cookie. It's hard. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. I had never done this before. Yeah, it moves. You got to hold on. Flippity flip. If you can take a look, then you would sift all this stuff and then get all of these together. And there's some people in the world that like get little pieces of pottery shards and put them together. And yeah, I did okay. Look, there's only a couple little pieces, and some of that just is from the cookie. That's not all me messing it up. Oh, I wonder if starting it. No, at the bottom would have been helpful. It doesn't matter. But at least it would be level, but then I'd have. Anyway. So there you go. Excavating a cookie. I hope you try it. I can't find my mouse. I'll have to stop here. Bye, guys. Enjoy your cookies.